Hello. These are some 3x3 Rubik's Cube example solves using the intermediate method that I outlined in my tutorial. A link to that tutorial will be down in the description below. Remember that when scrambling the puzzle, you need to hold the green in front and the white on top. Let's get started. In my tutorial, I introduced color neutrality, so I'm actually going to start with the blue cross on this scramble because it's the closest to already being done. So I see that I have this edge in the back and this one in the wrong spot that needs to go here. So how I can do this is I can do D, U, R2, D, R2, D, and put that in to make my cross. Straight away I can see that I can insert this edge on the left, like that, and then I can insert this edge here on the right. Now, right here I have this edge here, and I can see that I can insert it in the back, like that, and then cancel into inserting this edge in the front. And now I've solved my second layer. First I could solve this pair and bring this corner to the bottom by doing the right trigger 3 times. Then I can see that I have this corner here, which I can solve right here, just like this. Right here I can do the same sexy move 3 times, but with the left hand. And then the same thing again with my right hand. I have a little L here, and since I'm doing 2-look OLL, I'm going to do this little algorithm. And then I have an OLL case where the L-shape OLL case. I see that I have 2 adjacent corners here, so I can swap them like that. And then I have a U-perm to finish off the puzzle. So for this scramble, I'm going to do the blue cross again, because that's the one that looks best to me. So I see that if I do a D move and an L, it'll solve this edge right here across from it, and it will bring this back edge to the top and put it adjacent to or across from the yellow edge. And then I can just do R2 and L2 to bring those down. So D, L, D, R2, L2, D, and that solves my blue cross. Then I see that I have this edge, which I can insert right here, and I also saw that it brought this edge up, which I can insert into the back like that. Then I can take this edge and bring it to the front and insert it here. Now the first corner I saw was this one, and I can bring it to the front and do the right trigger 3 times to solve it. And then I have no more corners in the top layer, so I'll just do the right trigger right here to bring this corner up. Then right here, I can solve this corner like this. And here's this corner, which can go into this slot, also on the left side. And then the same thing with this one. I have a little L case for 2-look OLL. Then I have a U shape, which I probably did like this in my tutorial. Here's my 2 adjacent corners for 2-look PLL and another U-perm. Ignore the bad execution on that. Okay, for this scramble, I'm actually going to do white cross. So how I'm going to do that is I see that I have these 2 already across from each other, and then the other 2 edges right here. So I can do L prime, and then bring the right side down, bring this edge over here, and then insert them all. So L, bring the right side down, bring this edge over here, and then insert them all. Next, I can insert this edge right here, and then I have this edge here, which can be inserted in the back, just like that. I can insert this edge on the left side, and I can insert this one on the right side, and that solves my second layer. I can do this corner, which goes into this spot, and while I do that, I can see right here that I have these 2 corners, and this one landed above where it needs to go in the back, so I can actually just do the right trigger from the back to insert that corner right there. And the same thing on the left side for this corner. Now this corner's in its spot, but it's twisted wrong, so I'm going to do the left trigger a bunch to get it out, and then I can solve it like normal. I have a U shape, or sorry, a little L, and then I have a left-handed Soon case. I'm left-handed, so for you guys, or for most of you anyway, it'll be anti-Soon on the right hand. Okay, then I have these two adjacent corners, and then I have a Z-perm. Okay, for this scramble I'm going to do yellow cross. So I can see that I can bring this down and bring this down. Insert this edge here, and then I can pull this one into the back. So bring this down, then D, insert and back, and then bring it up to solve my yellow cross. Then I can see that I have this edge here, which I can insert into the back like that. Then I can insert this edge here like this, and then this one right here. Now this edge is flipped, so I'm just going to take it out and insert it in on the left side. So this corner right here I can solve down into this bottom slot. This corner is facing up, so I can put it in the back and do the right trigger from the back side. This corner is facing to the right, and I can put it in right here, just like this. And this corner is also facing to the right, so it's the same thing. I have a little L, so I can do this. And I have an L-shape OLL. Now I have a diagonal swap of corners, so I can do the Y-perm. And then I have a Z-perm. So for this scramble, go figure, I'm going to do the white cross. But I'm actually going to do it in a weird way, so I'm just going to use M moves to insert these two pieces where they go. So insert into the back, and insert into the front, and then D. Normally I would do an X cross right here, but this is the intermediate tutorial, so I skipped that. I'm going to insert this edge here, and it's going to move this one over, so then I can insert it on the other side. So insert, and then insert. Next I can insert this on the right side. And the same thing with this one, but there's also a pair, so this corner went in with it too. I can bring this corner above here and solve it like this. And then this corner above here. Now the last corner is back here, and I can put it over the top of this and solve it like this. I have another L, and then I have a U-shaped OLL. Here are my two adjacent corners, and I have a U-perm. If you guys like these example solves, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I also recommend checking out my beginner 4x4 and 5x5 tutorials, and I will be leaving links to both of those in the description. Have a good day, guys.